Hi, Verbling. My name's Michaela. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona, and today we're talking about the R sound, the American R sound. We'll be doing some pronunciation exercises and talking a little bit about how we make the R sound in comparison to other sounds like L and W. If anyone wants to message me on Facebook or on Verbling, you guys are welcome. I do private tutor sessions and I try to teach frequently in class. My Facebook is Michaela Affidani, and I'll put that in the chat box for you. Okay. I'm also going to put the notes for class in the chat box for all viewers right now. We're going to start today talking about minimal pairs. And as soon as we get a few students in class, we'll talk about what minimal pairs are and how they can help you practice the R sound and any other sound you have trouble with in English. So a minimal pair is a word that is almost identical to another word. The only difference is one sound.
Hi.
Christina, welcome to class.
Hi, Michaela. How are you?
Hi. Good. How are you, Christina?
Good.
Excellent. Welcome to class today.
Thank you.
Henry. Hi.
Hi, Michaela. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Very happy for my country, Colombia, in World Cup.
Woo! Congratulations. You guys had a big win, right?
Thank you, Michaela.
Awesome. I think the US is playing on Tuesday, so I'm crossing my fingers, but we'll see. All right. Jaime, welcome to class.
Good morning, Michaela. How are you?
I'm doing very well. How are you, Jaime?
Fine, thank you.
Am I pronouncing your name right?
What?
Am I pronouncing your name right?
Yes, Jaime.
Excellent. Okay, good. Where are you from?
I'm from Colombia.
Excellent.
I'm happy, so happy.
Yeah, you guys had a big win, so congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right. And Suna, welcome to class.
Hi. Hi, teacher.
Hi, Suna. How are you?
I'm very good. How are you today?
What?
I'm very good. How are you today?
I'm doing very well. Enjoying a little time off. I have a little vacation until the beginning of August, so I've been relaxing and watching some soccer and just kind of reading, doing things like that. It's been great.
Yeah, fantastic.
All right. Su Ming, welcome to class.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you doing today, Su Ming?
Today is doing well. Yeah.
Excellent. Back to the work week. All right. And Aha, did I say your name right?
Maybe it's me. You mean fish?
Wait, I'm sorry, what? The name is spelled A-H-H-A? Aha? Did I say it wrong?
Maybe. Do you mean icon with fish?
Yeah, fish icon.
Yeah, sorry. It's Anna, but this is my family account. So my name is Roman and my wife Anna.
Oh.
That's why. Sorry.
So I see. You changed your your screen name and stuff. Welcome to class, Roman.
Thank you.
Alejandro, welcome to class.
Thank you, teacher.
Good to have you here with us. And Cisco, how are you today?
I'm doing great.
Excellent. Okay. Oh yeah, and last but not least, Mohammed, welcome.
Thank you. How are you, teacher?
I'm doing very well. Thanks for asking, Mohammed.
Okay.
Okay, so everyone is here and ready. I put the notes in the Verbling chat box, and I just put them in the Google chat box as well. And I'm going to screen share for anyone who needs the notes. So today, if you guys want to download these notes, it might be easier because we're gonna have some exercises where you'll need to write down some information. But you don't have to. It's just a good idea. Okay, so we're gonna start with minimal pairs. Does anyone know what a minimal pair is? Nobody? All right. A minimal pair, we have some examples here in this first exercise. A minimal pair is two words, it's a pair of words that has only one difference in sound. So for instance, the word lice here and the word rice here, the only difference is the first letter and the first sound. So lice and rice would be a minimal pair.
Okay.
Minimal pairs are good for studying pronunciation because they help you isolate a particular sound. So in this first exercise, I'm going to say these words, and you guys are going to write down or number the words as I say them. So if you download the notes, you can number the words, which might be easier. Or if you can't or you don't want to download them, you can just write them down on a piece of paper or in the chat box and keep them in the order I say them. So the difficulty here is going to be that I'm going to say words that sound really similar, like lice and rice, and you have to decide which word I said. I'm going to choose a random order to say these in. All right. And for now, I'm also going to unscreen share so that you guys can see my mouth as I say the words. It'll be a little bit easier if you can see my lips as I say the words. Do you guys have any questions before we start this exercise?
No.
Okay. I'm going to go slow to start, and if it goes well, we might do it again a little faster. Okay. Tool.
For example, frog and plug.
Those are minimal pairs. But what we're going to do now is I'm going to read all of the words in a random order, and you guys have to write down what order I say them in. So I'm going to say them and then ask you guys to repeat them in the same order.
Okay.
All right. So the first word is tool. Right.
Right.
Law.
Law.
Boring.
Boring.
Lock.
Lock.
Rice.
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 bowling,
Bowling.
Bowling.
gloom,
Gloom.
Gloom.
groom,
Gloom.
light,
Life.
Life.
Lice.
rock,
Rock.
rake,
Wreck.
frog,
Frog.
flog,
Clock.
raw. Okay. How did that go? Do you guys think you got them all in the right order?
I hope so.
Was it difficult for anybody, or did this seem easy?
Very difficult.
It's easy. I think easy. There's no problem.
Okay, so now if you guys wrote it down, you're welcome to enter your list into the chat box. Does anybody think that they could repeat those words in the same order that I said them?
I can try.
All right, go ahead. Give it a try.
Okay, so to, right, law, boring, lock, rice, bowling, gloom, groom, rice, rock, rock, frog, leg, and truck.
Okay, I think you got pretty close. I'm not sure if I heard you right on a couple of them, but I think got pretty close. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to repeat the words and highlight the word I'm saying. I'm going to say the same order as the last time. And then we're going to try this exercise again with a new set of words now that you guys know how to do it. So I started with tool, and then said right, law, boring, lock, rice, bowling, gloom, groom, light, lice, rock, rake, frog, I think, flog, sorry, not log, and raw. Did I leave any out? I did it in a pattern. So I started with tool, and then I started bottom right, then top left, top right, bottom left, and I kept that pattern. So then I started in the middle, bottom left, top right, or top left, top right, and bottom left. So do you guys have any questions on the order?
No.
No.
Okay. So it's a tough exercise, but it's good to use these minimal pairs to compare the difference between the sound L and the sound R. We're going to try it one more time with a new set of words. And this time I'm not going to unscreen share, so you guys are not going to be able to see my mouth. For some people, this is more difficult, and for other people, it really doesn't make a difference. Sometimes it depends on how good your ear is or how slow I say the words. I'm going to go pretty slow the first time. And when we're done with this, we're going to talk a little more about how exactly you form the R sound in your mouth. And we'll compare it to a couple other sounds as well. So one more exercise, and then we'll talk more specifically on how you form the R sound. On the second set of words, we have the word lake, tour, read. This isn't the exercise, I'm just reading them for you. Deal, lead, dear, fear, feel, heal, fair, hear, lair, loot, reel, root, rear. So again, we're using a lot of minimal pairs and words that sound similar. Do you guys have any questions before we begin?
No.
Okay. Feel. Fear. Tour. Lake. Rear. Root. Fair. Heel. Deer. Lead. Deal. Read. Reel. Loot. Lair. Hear. How was that one? More difficult or less difficult than the last exercise?
I think the same.
The same. Okay. Was it easy or difficult?
You told it depends on your skills.
True. So do you think you could repeat the words for us?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's see.
Slowly.
Will someone give it a try and repeat those words for us in the same order?
Yes.
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 Go ahead.
Then.
Which one? Okay.
Guys, you should repeat the same order.
Repeat in the same order. Henry, do you think you could repeat them for us in the same order?
Repeat, please.
Can you repeat these words?
I don't know.
No problem. Does anyone else think that they have the right order?
Yes, Michaela, I can.
All right, go ahead. Try it for us.
Feel, fear, tour, lake, rear, root, fair, hill, deer, lead, deal, read, reel, loot, lair, hear.
Excellent. Sounded right to me. Well done. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about how we make the R sound. We have some questions below. Number 1, does the tip of your tongue touch your gum ridge when you pronounce L in lock? So basically, does your tongue touch the top of your mouth, like the roof of your mouth, when you say lock?
Luck.
Luck.
Luck. Luck.
Luck.
Luck.
Luck.
Suming, what do you think? Does your tongue touch the roof of your mouth when you say lock?
Lock.
Luck.
Luck.
Lock.
Yes.
What do you guys think? Anyone know? How about Alejandro? Does it touch the top of your mouth, the roof of your mouth?
Luck.
Luck.
Yes, I think it's right.
Yes, it should touch the top of your mouth. When you say an
Yes.
L sound,
Luck. Luck.
so
Lock.
when the L starts a word, we usually have it touch the top of our mouth. Now, not L's are pronounced exactly the same, but for most L's, your tongue will touch the roof of your mouth. Question number 2, does the tip of your tongue touch the back of your front teeth when you pronounce the L in lock?
Luck.
Lock.
Yes.
Lock.
Luck.
Luck.
This one might be different for different people. For some people it will, and for some people it won't. I think frequently my tongue does touch my teeth, but not always.
Can you explain me? It's
Not always.
different rule, or it's the same? Because in with first rule we touch top of our mouth, and second we touch our teeth.
So the part that is right before your teeth is usually the part where you use for the L sound. So most of the time, your tongue is going to come almost to your teeth, but not quite there. So it's going to be on the roof of your mouth right before your teeth. Most of the time, that's where your tongue will rest for the L sound. Sometimes it might end up touching your teeth a little bit, but for the most part, it should be the roof of your mouth right before your teeth. All right. Question number 3. Does the tip of your tongue touch your gum ridge when pronouncing R in rock? Roman, can you answer this one for us?
I try to understand. Our
No.
So the gum ridge here is just a fancy way to say the part of the roof of your mouth that's right before your teeth. So it's the top of your mouth close to where your teeth are in the front.
right. No, not in my case. Right.
Exactly. So when you're making the R sound, your tongue should never touch the top of your mouth.
Oh,
And that's the difference between the R sound in many languages and the American R, because in most Romance languages, when you trill your R, it does touch the top of your mouth, but not in English, or not in American English anyways. Question number 4. Do you raise the tip of your tongue and curl it back without letting it touch the top of your mouth when you pronounce the R in rock? So this one is a complex question. You raise the tip of your tongue and curl it back without letting it touch the top of your mouth.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a description, pretty much, of what we do. So number 5 is not actually a question, it's mainly an answer. Yes, when you pronounce the R in rock, you raise the tip of your tongue and curl it back inside your mouth without letting it touch the top of your mouth. All right. I have some pictures for you guys. One of the L sounds. So this is a picture of a person who's kind of cut in half. So you can see the tongue that comes right to the top of your mouth before the teeth. So that one is long and at the tip of your mouth, in the front of your mouth. And the R sound looks a lot more like this, where you raise the tip of your tongue and curl it back. This is R as in rice, as it says at the bottom.
Okay, can you repeat which way about L sound is better?
Wait, what?
Which way of position of your tongue in your mouth is correct for L sound?
The L sound, your tongue should be touching the roof of your mouth right before your teeth.
But not teeth.
Usually not. Sometimes, in some cases, it's okay if it touches your teeth a little bit, as long as it's the back of your teeth. Like in this picture, you can see these white things right here are teeth. So you can see the tongue comes really close to the teeth, and sometimes it might touch the teeth, but most of the time, it does not touch the teeth. It'll come right up before the teeth, but not touch the teeth.
Thank you.
No problem. Any other questions so far on how we form the L or the R sound?
No.
Awesome. Okay. We're going to do it one more time with a new set of words, but this time, instead of comparing the L and the R sound, we're going to compare the R and the W sound a little more. So we're using minimal pairs again, but we're comparing the R and the W sound. All right. Get ready to number. I'm going to begin listing the words. Wise. Rake. White.
White.
Ring. Rocking. Wash. Whale. Wake. Walking. Wing. Run. Rush. Wag. Right. Rise. One. West. Rail. Rag. Rest. Okay. Can anyone repeat that in the same order I just said it, or enter it into the chat box?
I can repeat. I can try.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. Wise. Right. White. Ring.
Was the second word you said right?
I'm not sure. It
Right.
was right or
Rake?
Rake.
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 Yeah, rake, not
Rake.
right.
right? Right. Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
So rocking. Oh yeah, rocking. Wash. Whale. Wake. Walking. Wing. Run. Rush. Wag. Right. Rise. One. West. Real. Reg. And right.
The last word was right?
Right. Yeah. Right.
Okay. I think you got a lot of them, but not all of them, including the last word was rest. This one down here.
Yes.
Rest.
Yes.
So most of them I think you got right, but not all of them. Does anyone else want to give it a try?
Me.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes.
White.
Mhm.
Rake.
Mhm.
White.
Mhm.
Green. Rocking. Wash. Well. Wake. Walking. Win. Run. Rush. Walk.
What was that? Right?
Walk. Right. Right. 16, 16, 1.
Mhm.
West. Rail. Rock. Rest.
Excellent. I think you got them all. Wonderful job. All right. So was this one the same or different? Do you think this was harder or easier than the last two exercises?
I think it was more difficult because here is two difficult sounds. It's like R and W.
Mhm.
Tricky.
Yeah. They're pretty tough to tell apart. About Alejandro, which exercise have you found most difficult so far?
This.
And why do you think that is?
Maybe because there are more words similar. Similar words.
Very similar. Good point. How about Ismail? Which one did you find the most difficult?
I think the last one was more difficult than before.
All right. And Henry, which do you think was most difficult? Henry, are you there?
Excuse me. I am very difficult for any words. I don't listen.
Okay. Did you find these exercises very difficult?
Yes, very difficult.
They're really tough. They're really tough. And I'll ask one more. Suna, which of these exercises was most difficult for you?
I think the last one is more difficult for me too.
So I think everyone agrees that the last one was the most difficult. And I think part of the reason is because when you can't see my mouth, the R sound and the W sound are really similar. So let's try this one more time with you guys watching my mouth as I say the words. I'm going to unscreen share, and we'll try it one more time while you guys can see me. Okay. I'm going to order the words differently than last time. Right.
Right.
Wag.
Wag.
One. Rise. Rail. West. Rag. Rest. Walking. Wing. Run. Whale. Wake. Rush. Ring. White. Rocking. Wise. Rake. Wash. Okay. Was that easier than the last time?
Yes, because we could see a difference between R and W.
Exactly. When you can see the difference, it's easier than when you're only listening, so it helps a little bit. Now let's talk a little bit about how the R sound and the W sound are different. Oops. Sorry. Technical difficulties. Okay. So how are the R sound and the W different? Let me ask Francisco. How are the R and the W different?
Okay. Different. I think when you pronounce any word with R, you raise the tip of your tongue. With the raise of your tongue, when you say any word with double B, west. I think you let in touch on the oh my goodness, on the back inside. No. I don't know how to explain you that.
It is difficult to explain, but I think you're on the right track because we talked a little bit about how the R sound is made, where you curl your tongue up a little bit, and you're right, the W sound is made differently. Christina, can you help us out and describe how we make the W sound?
No, it's difficult for me, but it's the sound. For example, west and rag.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. So I'm going to say the L, the R, and the W sound right now. And tell me what you guys notice. L, W. So I'm going to use 3 words that are minimal pairs to say all those sounds again. Rug, lug, wug. Rug, lug, wug. So what do you guys notice now that you can see my mouth? What do you notice about the difference of those 3 sounds? We have rug, lug, wug.
R, L, W.
Mm-hmm. So what's the difference between what my mouth is doing? What can you see my mouth do differently when I say the L versus the R and the W? So they're all a little different, and you can tell from the way that I'm saying them, which is why watching me say the words is so much easier than only hearing, because when you're only hearing, you have to have a really good ear. But when you're also watching a person, you can tell by their mouth what sound they're making. So how can you tell the difference between the L, the R, and the W while I'm speaking? I'm going to say it again. Watch for the differences.
I think that the difference is the position of the tongue in your mouth.
Definitely. But you can't see that. Most of the time, you can't see my tongue. So, for instance, when I say rug and lug, you really can't see my tongue. So how can you tell the difference between R, L, and W if you can't really see my tongue?
In the L, you put your tongue back or touch your teeth.
Mm-hmm. So the only one of these sounds where you might be able to see my tongue is for the L, which is a really good point. When I say rug, you definitely cannot see my tongue until I open my mouth for the U sound.
Yes.
But when I say lug, you might be able to see my tongue right behind my teeth because it's right up against the roof of my mouth before my teeth, right here. So, lug. You can kind of see it poke through a little sometimes. So you might be able to see my tongue when I say lug. But when I say rug, you won't be able to see it until I open my mouth to make the U. And wug, the W sound is more made with your lips than your tongue. So that's the major difference between the R, the L, and the W. The W is made with your lips in this tiny little O shape. Wug, wug. So you won't be able to see my tongue, but if you're looking at someone, you can see their mouth make a tiny O shape. Wug. For the R, rug. So I still I tense my lips a little, rug, but it's not quite as small and circular as when I say wug. Rug, wug, lug. Okay. Any questions on that? No? All right. So Phone conversations are a lot more difficult because you aren't able to see the person's mouth, which is why it's good to also train your ear to hear the difference. And we're going to use those little minimal pairs that I just used, and I'm going to ask you guys to say a tongue twister. Mr. Wug found a lug on the rug. So I'm going to ask you guys to say this 3 times fast using the minimal pairs of R, L, and W. It should be pretty easy. Well, it should be pretty easy until you have to speed it up, and then it becomes difficult. Okay. So I'm going to ask Roman to start for us. Will you say that tongue twister 3 times fast?
Okay, try. Mr. Wug found a log on the rug.
Thank you. Try it a little faster and repeat it 3 times.
Okay. Mr. Wug found a log on the rug. Mr. Wug found a log on the rug.
Awesome. Great job, Roman. It's a tough one.
Yeah,
Suna, go for it. Can you say it 3 times fast?
Yes. Mr. Wug found a log on the rug. Mr. Wug found a log on the rug. Mr. Wug found a log on the rug.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Su Ming, will you try it?
Yes. Mr. Wug found a log on the rock.
Great job. Do you want to try it 3 times fast?
What? 3 times?
3 times, yeah.
Okay. Mr. Wug found a log on the rock.
Awesome.
Mr. Wug
Once more.
found a log on the rock.
Great job. Thank you, Su Ming. Jaime, your turn.
Okay. Mr. Wug found a log on the rock. Mr. Wug found a log on the rock. Mr. Wug found a log on the rock.
Thank you very much. Ismail, your turn.
Mr. Wug found a log on the rock. Mr. Wug found a log on the rock. Mr. Wug found a log on the rock.
Excellent. Thanks, Ismail. Henry, try it for us.
Mr. Wug found a log on the rock. Mr. Wug found a log on the rock. Mr. Wug found a log on the rock.
Francisco, you're up.
Okay. Mr. Wug found a log on the rock. Mr. Wug found a log on the rock. Mr. Wug found a log on the rock.
Great job. And Christina, can you say it for us?
Okay. Mr. Wug found a log on the rock. Mr. Wug found a log on the rock. Mr. Wug found a log on the rock.
Thank you very much. And Alejandro, last but not least, go for it.
Yes, Mr. Wong found a log on the rock. Mr. Wong found a log on the rock. Mr. Wong found a log on the rock.
Great job. So this is a good tongue twister for the R, because you can compare the R sound to the L and the W. And the best way to practice this would be in front of a mirror so you can watch your mouth. And if you aren't really sure if it's exactly what it should be, you can always rewatch this class and watch my mouth as I say it to help you compare the way your lips and your tongue are moving to how mine were when I said it. All right. So I have one more link for you guys today, and I've given it in a few classes before, so some of you might already have it. It's tongue twisters, lots of tongue twisters in English. And today I've marked down some of the tongue twisters that are good for our pronunciation, and I'm going to ask you guys to practice them. So the first one is number 14. I'm going to ask Alejandro to practice number 14 on that link for us. And I'm going to ask you to say it for us 3 times fast when I call on you. The next good one for R sounds is number 70. And number 70 is going to be for Christina to practice. So Christina, will you practice number 70 on that link?
Okay, 70?
70, yeah, 70. Okay. Francisco, yours is going to be 72, which you're going to say 3 times fast as well, because it's a short one. Number 73 is going to be for Henry. You're going to say it 3 times fast when I call on you next.
73.
73. Ismail, you have number 92. Let me find that one. Number 92. We're real wheels. Wow. Hard one. Good luck. So 3 times fast for number 92. Jaime, you get number 93.
93.
Rise watched Ross switch his Irish wristwatch for a swish wristwatch. Blah. Hard to say. Really hard.
Okay.
Okay. And Su-Ming, you're going to get number 14 as well. Suna, number 70. And Roman, number 72. All right. So practice your tongue twisters. And I'm going to call on you guys in a minute to say them for us. All right. Alejandro, will you say yours for us 3 times fast?
Yes, it's number 14, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Only once?
3 times fast.
Okay. Roberta ran rings around the Roman ruins. Roberta ran rings around the Roman ruins. Roberta ran rings around the Roman ruins.
Thank you very much. Great job.
Thank you.
Christina, go ahead. I think you're number 70, right?
Okay. Rory the warrior and Roger the warrior were rolling in a rural railway. Rory the warrior and Roger the warrior were reared warmly in a rural brewery. Rory the warrior and Roger the warrior were reared warmly in a rural brewery.
Thank you very much. That was a really tough one. All right, Francisco, read us yours.
72, right?
Yeah, 72.
3 short sword sheets. 3 short sword sheets. 3 short sword sheets.
Thank you very much. This one is a tough one because it has the R, but it also has that S and the SH sound, which are difficult to switch back and forth between the S and the SH sound. Very tough. All right. Henry, can you do yours for us? Number 73?
73. Caution, wide right turns. Caution, wide right turns. Caution, wide right turns.
Thank you very much. Ismail, read us yours.
92.
Mhm.
We are real rear wheels. We are real rear wheels. We are real rear wheels.
Wow, thank you. Great job. Jaime, go for it.
Number 93.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Reese watched Rose switch his wristwatch for a Swiss wristwatch. Reese watched Rose switch his Irish wristwatch for a Swiss wristwatch. Reese watched Rose switch his Irish wristwatch for a Swiss wristwatch.
Thank you very much. That was a pretty tough one.
Wow.
All right. Su Ming, can you do yours? I think you're number 14, right?
14.
Mhm.
Somebody danced before.
Okay. Would you like, I think there's a few more, like 100 and, let me find it. 107, I think is a good one. Oh, no, 108. Would you like to do number 108 instead?
Let me see. Will race winner will want red white right away. Will race winner will want red white right away. Will race winner will want red white right away.
Awesome job. That one's super tough, and you did not get to practice it much, but you did great.
Oh.
Suna, I think yours was number 70. Is that good for you?
Yes, 70.
Mhm.
Yeah. Rory the warrior and Roger the warrior were really lonely in a rural. Rory the warrior and Roger the warrior were really lonely in a rural brewery. Rory the warrior and Roger the warrior were really lonely in a rural brewery.
Excellent. Thank you, Suna. And last but not least, Roman, number 72.
Yeah. 3 short sword sheets. 3 short sword sheets. 3 short sword sheets.
Thank you very much. All right. So a lot of these that we practiced today would be excellent tongue twisters to practice for the R sound. And if you guys have trouble with any other sounds, this is also a great place to go to get tongue twisters. and they really help. The more you practice, the better you will be at pronouncing those sounds. Do you guys have any questions or comments before we finish class today?
No.
All right. Thank you guys for coming, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye.
Thank you, teacher. Bye.
Thank you, Michaela.
Hope to see you
Bye-bye.
again.
Bye bye.